Hi, if you recently received an email from Starlink regarding price changes on your service, you may be feeling a little bit confused, and you're not alone. My name's Casey Simmons, and I started SimTel, a local South Australian internet service provider. And in this video, I wanted to give you some honest, no pressure information to help you make the right decision for your situation. I'm not here for a sales pitch, just a real talk from someone who's been in the industry for some time. I wanted to tell you quickly why I started SimTel. I was watching from the sidelines for some time so many people frustrated with the lack of support that they were getting, and often given information that just made absolutely no sense. People continually frustrated. I thought it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, if you deal with an accountant, you talk to someone who actually knows your situation, because everyone's situation is different. So that's where SimTel came to life, when I started a local independent internet service provider so that I could try and fill these gaps and give people what they were screaming out for. And here's the thing, when you're dealing with someone like me, this is my personal reputation on the line, so I'm not going to sell you something that you're going to be disappointed with, because that doesn't work in small business. Now, before I say anything else about Starlink, I want to be very clear on something. I am not anti-Starlink. I've been watching Starlink before anyone even knew what Starlink was. Here's a picture of me standing in front of a ground station in Pimba. No one even knew what this was. No one had even signed up for a Starlink service yet. So I've been watching this very closely. To this day, I support Starlink services for my customers, and I provide guidance on them and how to use them and getting the most out of their service. So when I talk about Starlink's limitations, I want to be clear. I'm not doing it to tear down Starlink. It's just that I understand the system and I know how it works, and I'm here to help. Now, this brings me to something I've been seeing a lot lately. People out there tearing down our NBN. People saying that Starlink are here to replace NBN. NBN's no good, etc., etc. But unfortunately, this just is not the case. It is just physically not possible for Starlink to replace everyone's fibre or other services across the country. Physics won't allow it. And to be honest, the NBN rollout has been somewhat of a bumpy ride. And it's really only recently, in the last few years, where we're starting to see significant upgrades on the network, where things are really starting to turn around and significantly improve. But here's the reality on Starlink. So everyone in an area is operating over the same wireless spectrum. As more people connect, that capacity is divided using a truly shared bandwidth. So this is where Starlink really shines through. It is absolutely fantastic for those areas that are not high density, remote regional areas where there's no other alternative available, and this is where it really comes into its own. But could Starlink realistically replace terrestrial internet? At this point in time, not. If there's anyone out there telling you that Starlink's going to replace NBN, unfortunately they're misinformed. So if you've just got that price rise email and you're sitting there not too sure about what to do, here's a couple things to think about. One, the NBN network has been expanding rapidly over the last few years. So what wasn't available previously may have changed since you've last looked into it. Secondly, is your internet performance frustrating you? Often this is not actually an internet connectivity issue. There are other issues that lead to performance impacts, such as your modem, your Wi-Fi positioning, the devices. So what might feel like poor performing internet could actually be another matter that needs dealing with. And thirdly, what support is available when things don't work properly? Are you working with an offshore faceless company, or have you got someone you can actually call and have a chat to talk through the problems? With SimTel, you get someone to actually talk to. Yeah, that's me. We offer plans from $75 a month for unlimited data, with some other features like fixed external IP addresses that you can use for your other services. And often at times, depending on your location, we move about South Australia very regularly, and we can stop in and visit you in person to identify some issues and resolve problems. And after all this, if Starlink is your best solution, then I'll say it honestly. There's no benefit in me getting one more sign up when my reputation is on the line. Here's what I'd love you to do. Send us a message on Facebook or Instagram with the message HELP. Reach out, we can have a one-on-one conversation about where you're at today, what are the problems and frustrations you've faced in the past, and let's look at what we can do to improve things and to give you a different experience. No obligations, no sale pressures, just real conversations. The link to the full page of our NBN versus Starlink is below. If you found this message at all interesting, please feel free to follow us on Instagram or Facebook to keep up to date with our little tips and tricks that we share regularly and to see what's happening in this world. Thanks for watching.